Hey guys, we are back with another Abershire gaming video, and in today's video we are going to be talking about whether or not the Leviathan raid is worth it. If you guys should do it, or you should just stick to other forms of leveling up and other things in Destiny. But do you even really want to get to 305? Because there's really nothing that you get or happens or you're able to do at 305, so really you might not even want to get to 305 in the first place. So yeah, the raid, I see it as something that is a fun challenge to do with your friends. Some people might not see it that way. Some people might see it as like a chore and might not really want to do it. And really you don't have to do it, because you can get to 305 through many other methods. You can do it with the weekly like powerful engrams, or through trials. Yeah, it's pretty easy to get to 305, so the raid really isn't necessary. It's really just something to do to have fun, or to like challenge yourself. That's basically how I see the raid, and that's why I do the raid. So if your goal is to just get to 305, then the raid is a good way to do this. But trials is also another good way, and getting the legendary or the like powerful engrams each week is also another good way. So the raid really isn't worth it if you don't have a group of a few people to do the raid with, as getting an LFG can be kind of annoying. And also, if you don't have much time, it's not really worth it. I would say just playing Crucible and, I don't know, doing strikes and things like that are more worth it. But to some of you, it's probably going to be worth it just for the challenge. The challenge can be fun, but really, I would say it's not worth it, because the amount of time it takes normally is a lot greater than really what you get. You don't get much from the raid. You get a lot more stuff from trials and just like playing the game through the engrams. I would say that it really isn't worth it for anything but the pleasure, like the having fun portion and the challenge portion of it. But I guess some people really don't see it as a fun thing to do. Some people just like doing Crucible or stuff like that. So yeah, I also like Crucible quite a bit more than the raid. But yeah, I would say if you want to get to 305 and you're trying to get as much, you're trying to like save as much time and not waste any time, then I really would not recommend the raid, as it normally is a waste of time unless you have a group of friends that really know how to do it, and yeah, and you're not using the LFG, as that is a big waste of time, and yeah, it normally takes a long time to complete it, or you really might not complete it, as some people will probably leave and things like that. And another thing that makes the raid not very worth it is the gear that you get. A lot of the gear that you get from the raid really is not that good in PvE or in PvP. It's kind of average, and also the armor is just armor. It looks kind of cool, I guess, but armor really doesn't matter, as there's no like perks or anything. But yeah, in that aspect as well, the raid really is not worth it. In Destiny 1, the raid was much more worth it, as the gear was a lot better, actually had a purpose, both the weapons and the armor. And doing the raid, you really felt like you were accomplishing something after you beat each section. It was really fun, and leveling up actually had a point and a purpose. Whereas in Destiny 2, there really is no purpose, and yeah, there's not really much of a point. So honestly, I would say unless you have a group of couple friends that like doing the raid, and if you find the raid enjoyable, unless that's the case, then I would recommend just staying away from the raid until they either like make a new raid or just something else. I would stick to doing other things besides the raid. I hope that you guys like this video, and those of you who weren't sure on whether or not you wanted to do the raid or not, I hope it helped you decide. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video. If you like, then make sure to subscribe and also like the video, and I will see you guys in the next Abershire Gaming video.